Hello, everyone. Welcome to CIO Leadership Live. I am Kirat Attar, content strategist at Foundry, and I will be your host for this episode. Our guest today is Jyothirlatha B, CTO of Godrej Capital. Jyoti, welcome to this episode of CIO Leadership Live for Women in Tech, and it is such a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me and nice to meet you all.
Thank you. Jyoti, let's get into the conversation. Could we start by you telling me a little bit about Godrej Capital and your role as the CTO of the organization?
Yeah, sure. So Godrej Capital is into lending domain. We started amid pandemic with a digital first approach, and we are actually pioneers in the industry for the zero trust loans with the best usage of the technology. So as CTO, my roles and responsibilities are actually coming up with the right technology strategy for the organization and coming up with multi-year roadmap for the organization supporting the business growth and also ensuring scalable infrastructure which is resilient enough, and also it should be guarded by the cybersecurity processes and policies.
Great. Thank you so much for that. Uh, since we are 2 months into 2024, and we've seen a huge upheaval of tech trends in the previous year, what
Hmm.
are some technology trends, be it AI, be it cloud computing, or anything else that comes to your mind? What are the trends that you anticipate will be huge in 2024 and will have a profound impact on how business carries on in Godrej Capital?
Yeah. So, what I am saying is actually there is a kind of increased focus on providing personalized experience and the first class experience to the customers through the usage of AI and Gen AI techniques. And if you see, this area is actually evolving, and organizations are really exploring the right use cases for these technologies. And there may be a kind of increased adoption of AI in the design processes, and also this usage of Gen AI tools is actually increasing in the development areas. There are so many kind of technologies coming up to give the nudges to the developers, and also there I'm seeing a lot of usage of AI tools is happening, and obviously increased focus on data security and data leakage prevention measures are going to be there with the recent guidelines that regulators have come up with, and with all these things, endpoint security and data leakage prevention tools and all are going to be in focus in this year.
That's very true. And yeah, data protection, I think, will be a primary focus. And personalization is something that a lot of customers are also demanding, and competitors always try to outcompete each other on the personalization front. Uh, Speaking of our emerging technology space, which includes artificial intelligence, cloud computing, IoT, personalization services, all of this, they are taking over several critical operations in the country, in the organization. They may have been done differently before, but now emerging technologies have a real stronghold on them. Considering the complexity of these technologies, what skills do you look for when you're hiring talent? Or what skills do you look to hone in your existing talent in Godrej Capital?
So, Godrej Capital, we are actually a born in the cloud organization, and obviously, our focus is going to be in and around cloud technology. So, we look for people with a kind of creative mind and ability to think outside the box. Actually, if you know, this is a kind of startup. You
Mm.
can say in terms of the technology terms, and people having a strong desire of building something very unique and which actually benefits the organization. They want to see how their their software or their whatever tools they're developing, how they're helping the business growth. So these kind of mindset people is what we are looking for. So and also actually IT landscape is rapidly changing, so people should continuously upskill or they reskill themselves. So people having with this kind of mindset is what we are looking for.
Is there any particular skill or area of skills which you expect them to reskill in or have higher skills in?
So, as you said, we are into the cloud. So, cloud technology is ever evolving. So, people having kind of expertise in these technologies and also having the innovative mindset is what we are looking for. If you see, Gen AI itself is a very new technology. So, people having this kind of innovative mindset, they should be able to identify what kind of use cases and what kind of the utilities that they can develop to help business. So, this kind of mindset has to be there, especially technology skill set. If you see, we are into basically the cloud technologies, as I said, and also the Java-based technologies is what is our main technology stack in these skills. But the main important thing is not only the technology; they should be able to unlearn and learn the new things. That is what we are looking for.
Moving from emerging technologies to being a woman in a leadership position, which you are in Godrej Capital, could you tell us a little bit about what skills do you think is important for a woman to have to be indispensable to an industry like you have been for Godrej Capital?
Okay, very interesting question. According to me, women should be fearless and bold enough to share their opinion. And it may be easy to doubt your abilities at time or face some biases on this way. But women should embrace kind of, it should be feeling free to express themselves and take calculated risks and believe in your own potential. It is essential to bounce back more stronger every time. So you should not let self doubt hold you back from achieving your own goals. And also, I observed having a mentor is always very, very important, and you can get better guidance, and also it will help you to navigate obstacles and keep getting motivated.
That's very true. The value of mentorship, especially, cannot be discounted. It holds a very significant position as a milestone in helping somebody grow and develop. So thanks for highlighting that. Uh, there's a when I was researching for our conversation, I came across a statistic which says that there's only 32% of leadership positions across the world that are actually held by women, and the rest are men. So that, as you can see, is quite a big gap. I'd like to know from you and from your experience, what is one way in which more women can rise to leadership positions or decision making roles in an organization? And what can companies do to support and create that environment so that this can take place more?
So we should overcome the fear of failure. Actually, that is very, very important. I strongly feel about and also rely on one thing is mistakes are okay to be done, but you learn from the mistakes, and you learn from all your success projects and successful projects and also failed projects. So that is very, very important for women to take better decision and move forward.
uh, Guess since you said that you learn as much from a successful project as from a failed one, this is just out of curiosity. But is there anything that maybe did not go according to plan when you were in your, professional experience, and what did that teach you?
So there are many projects actually when you are taking up very, very big projects, and there are many instances where you would learn something from that project. So it is very important to learn from the failed projects because you will know where actually you failed. Success projects is something which we all celebrate, but from the success projects it is very important to know why it was successful. So both the things put together is actually a lot of things you will learn. So failed projects, you might have ignored some of the things. Success projects, you thought that you have succeeded maybe because of no your no some of the things that you planned. Maybe some external factors played a bigger role in the successful projects. So taking the the kind of proper evaluation of the outcomes of the project is very, very important. I learned a lot in my no the previous uh, learned a lot from many of my previous projects.
All right, thank you. Uh, my final question is a little bit around your leadership principles because I'm quite keen to know how you dispense your role as CTO of your organization, and what would be three things that you maybe would like to tell fellow women leaders or your peers about your leadership principles that have helped you carry out your role well, this role or any other role you've held before.
So there is no principle according to me, and one size doesn't fit all. It all depends upon what kind of what kind of team you are having and what kind of domain you are into. It all depends upon that. The success mantra is adopting to the environment. This is what success mantra. As I said earlier, also. You should not have the fear of failure, and which will help you take the right decisions and also come up as a better leader.
That's actually very well put because, yes, one size doesn't fit all. Everyone's journey is very unique. Jyoti, thank you so much for this conversation. I think you were really frank with us about everything that you have done, and a lot of the points that you highlighted about being a woman in a leadership position in a company is very valuable to everyone who's listening, be it men or women. Thank you so much for being candid, and I hope this conversation was great for you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Raj. It was very, I know, very, very meaningful conversation according to me. Thanks a lot for having me here.
Thank you so much for joining me, and I'd like to thank our viewers. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, this is Kirat signing off from CIO Leadership Live, Women in Tech.